What is up, dear friends of mine? I know for a fact y'all are sick of me uploading so much, but there's two things. 1. I feel guilty even if you guys say it wasn't my fault. I wasn't careful, so I lost my channel and along with it, videos you guys enjoyed. So I've been editing non-stop trying to rebuild. But along with that, this brings me to my second thing. I can't exactly say this video is highly requested or anything, but people have asked for this for a while tbh. And the only reason this has taken so long, literally, is just because I'm lazy. Not because I didn't want to, but I'll try my best to explain how I do a compilation video. First is how I download videos. It's pretty easy since I have an iPhone, but I just screen record whatever video I want. And since I have a Mac, I can just airdrop it and it's on my computer. If you don't have either of those, I'm so sorry, OMG. Bonus BTW. I'm using NCT as an example for this tutorial cause I already have all of Treasure's content downloaded, OMG, I'm sorry. Next. After you airdrop what you need, I go into iMovie to get it ready to pretty much dissect. Sometimes I can go into it with an idea already or just cut up what's funny to me and save it for later. But this example video, I have an idea. But like I said, it won't make or break your video. This is just what I do. But I make a few different projects open. The one where the main video will go. And then the one I work in mostly, and it's where I cut up the clips. And then if I want to add text, I make a third project. So I can cut it up, add the text and then save it, and then add the saved clip to the timeline of the main video. I'm not very good at explaining stuff, but I hope it's helpful in some sense. Way that this is literally just me vibing and simping for Shotaro when all he's doing is smiling and being himself. He's just so soft and agentsks. I really hope you guys don't mind. This isn't Treasure. Like I said, I have everything of theirs saved though, but I wanted to show you guys in case something happens I can't return from. IDK, I'll do what I can, but in case not, if this helps you guys do something that helps Treasure, I'd be so happy. Even though I'm not great at this editing thing, this is what I do to try and help them. I know this is pretty repetitive, but for compilations it's not all that difficult. Just use the clips you want. Adding text is a little more complex because I have to airdrop edited text over a green screen so I can use it that way in iMovie. And usually I save it to my computer and then upload that into the timeline. No offense, the fonts in this app be ugly as heck. And not just that, it's on a restricted part of the screen. You can't move it freely. Alright, I think for the rest of this I'm going to talk normal. Since I'm so bad at explaining, it might just be more beneficial to watch me. I have no idea. I don't even think I'm good at editing, it's just this has been requested multiple times and I don't want to seem like I don't want to do it. I'll just forget at some point if I don't do it while it's fresh. But you know what, guys? Today, the day I upload this, is my 700 days with none other than Mr. Choi Hyun-suk. I can't help but get emotional on milestones just because he helped me so much from an unpleasant headspace, and inspired me to overall be a better person. He just changed my life a lot, and I wouldn't have been able to do any of the things I do now without him motivating me and filling my heart with all the happiness it has now. I know it sounds so silly, but Hyun-suk is genuinely the most important person in my life. Wherever I go or whatever I'm doing, he just always comes back to mind, and it makes me so happy to have him be a part of my heart. Since today is my 700 days with him, it's naturally making me reflect, and that's on things like how far he's come. Like from a trainee on IGT to then the in-between and debuting. However, since I've known him and even before that, he's always just had the purest hearts and amazing talents to go with it. There's never been a dull moment supporting him, and it makes me so happy to see him doing well. Like, I know he's wanted this for so long, and you can tell he's really happy to finally be performing. I know anyone training naturally would be. But ever since he was really young, this is all he's wanted and never settled for anything less than his goals, and I think it's so admirable. And he always keeps a good attitude no matter what. Even if he's under bad circumstances or really stressed out. Don't you think everything about him is so amazing? And since they've debuted, some of the times Hyun-suk looks the most radiant is when they're performing their songs. And I thought this during Boy era, but God, that intensified during I Love You era. Like he was a shining holy light, OMG. Can you imagine on their new comeback stages? But yeah, he shines that much because he's doing something he loves, and you can just see him grooving and feeling the music. He's comfortable because he's got a natural born talent. He was definitely born to do this. I've always said this. But I saw the other day that someone did Hyunsuk's palm reading and it said something about how Hyunsuk was a musician before but unsuccessful, but this time he will be. Or something. And honestly you guys, that makes sense. Experience from his past life must have carried over like stats in a new game plus. Gamers, you know what I mean. But like that must have helped. But either way I know our Hyunsuk would have done perfect. I dunno, that was just my line of thought. And oh my god, I think Hyunsuk will be so excited to talk to Tooms again. I hope that they're all nice to him and give him all of the affection he deserves. We know how selfless he is, so guys, if any of you watching somehow get into the fan call, PLS give him all the love for Tooms that can't. Tell him to take care of himself and prioritize himself a little more, and that we all love him and that he's doing amazing. These are some of the things I've been thinking about as I think back. I think about how he's helped me, and the place I was at when I found him, but how he built me up, and I can work harder now with him in mind, as well as he taught me how to treat people with more kindness. I wish there was more I could do for him. If he saved me, I at least want to be able to do my best on YouTube, and that's why it's so frustrating I lost my channel. I know it was my fault, but it still hurts, you know. Anyway, yeah. Hoo boy, I can't stop talking when it comes to Hyunsuk. Hey Nksens, if you somehow find this and have no idea who Treasure are, first, I kindly ask you check them out, you might like them. But if not, that's okay, I won't force you guys. Second, I'm sorry, but TBH I don't think Nksens will find this unless I upload the Shotero video. But I don't know if I mentioned this. NCT is like kind of partially why I got into Treasure. Kind of. I was binging NCT Life before I started YGTB because I DK just like going through the motions, you know. Before I move on to the next part of the story, this bit is random. I remember I was watching episode 7 of Hot and Young Soul, part of NCT Life. It was episode 7, and I got a flavor of my favorite energy drink. And usually, and still to this day, I like to pair things I enjoy doing or watching with an energy drink. But at the time I had a cold, and I remember watching the episode and wanting to cry while I drank it because the cold distorted my MF taste palette somehow, like you know how a cold wrecks her whole body even if it's normal. But yeah, I literally was wanting to cry because it was my favorite and tasted gross, but the only reason I didn't cry is because NCT was on. And I remember the part about having a cold is because I was still getting over it when I started YGTB. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. The reason I started YGTB is because I wanted something to binge because I was sad I finished NCT Life. Also, you'll remember how I write Hyunsuk letters every day, right? Well, I got the idea because at the time, I was already writing letters to Heechan, which oh my god, the odds of this coincidence. But the day I started writing Heechan, on all the days it could have been, it was Junkaiu's birthday. That still blows my mind, but yeah. I'm rambling a lot, but NCT had a lot of influence on the beginning of my Treasure Maker experience, lol. Kind of. I don't think I'm making sense right now. This video is a whole mess, I'm sorry. I hope this video helped give a little insight on how I edit because I really want to listen to every suggestion you guys give. Like seriously, I listen attentively to everything you guys say. Just having you around, especially after what happened, means so much to me. I wish I could articulate it properly. It hurt me a lot because I want to support Treasure at the best I can and it felt like a huge setback. But I love them with my whole heart, so I'll always keep coming back to them. But having you guys makes me a lot happier too, so thank you. Oh, but to close, I do want to say, this is kind of relevant to how I edit, but if you use clips from a lot of videos, I suggest that you scatter the clips. Like if you edit with episodes 1, 6, and 10 of Treasure Map, don't play all the same episodes together. Scatter them to make people wonder what's next. If you want. Of course you don't have to, but that's what I like to do. That's all though. Thank you for watching my lovely umphs.
Yeah.